subscribe to James the Sheriff Dixon, you motherfucker.
This is Fun Times with the Sheriff, season 7, episode 5. Hopefully, we get this right this time. Say hello, Evan. I got you back on.
Hello.
So, let's just start off like we did last time with Hazbin Hotel.
Yeah.
Your thoughts, so I can go into mine. Because no, mine are going to be real quick.
Feel bad because I know we talked about it, but
but no, it's fine. It's fine.
I do like it. It's pretty funny. It's a little too musical for my taste, so I got to be in the right mood for it. It's kind of like Always Sunny, where I can only watch a couple episodes at a time. Yeah.
The Dennis method.
But it's definitely really funny concept. I know about it. I get through the first half of the season. You said that's your favorite portion of it?
Right now, yeah, like I told you last time, I watched it with both Cody and Jared, and they loved it, so.
Yeah.
Which doesn't surprise you, though, at the same time.
When I see you next, I'll let you put an episode. When I see you next, I'll let you put an episode or two on, and we can watch it together.
It's probably gonna be soon. But when did you last stop on? Because my favorite episode I was gonna say was the Keith David one with the loser baby, episode 4.
Yeah, I think I only watched 3 episodes. So
Keith David sings a song about being an alcoholic and one of his friends being a drug addict, and they talk about being a loser, and that's my favorite.
Being an alcoholic, drug addict, loser?
Yes.
There's aiming high.
But yeah, no, and like I said before, I describe it as, for those of you just tuning in, I don't know why you would tune into a season 7 episode of a podcast that has 60 episodes.
Because I'm on it.
Yeah, obviously. Hazbin Hotel is like a 90s, like how I describe it, is like a 90s style cartoon, but for adults.
Yeah.
It reminds a lot of people like early Adult Swim, but for now, because I know Adult Swim like dropped off.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So we can just, I still have it up here. Move on. Star Wars Acolyte, which is, again, you said another one you haven't watched, which I did.
Yeah, I've watched a couple lightsaber battle scenes with my brother Jared before,
and
he was.
What you just mentioned.
Yeah. As he was saying though, I mean, it's got the guy from The Good Place playing, I think, the antagonist, and
the main guy,
does a pretty good job.
The guy from Squid Games playing the Jedi Master.
Yeah, who learned all of his lines phonetically.
Yeah, and he learned.
Who doesn't like it?
He learned English for the role.
At first, I heard that what like phonetically means he was just learning them by the sound. So kind of like, when you're singing, a Spanish song and you don't actually know what they're saying. Some of the words.
I mean,
that's kind of how he learned.
I'm like, I don't learn. I just sing along to the song.
Just hum. I don't think he could just hum though for those lines, but I hear he did a really good job.
Oh, well, I watched it all the way through. There were a bunch of haters. I'm one of the ones that like legitimately like. I showed it with mom. I watched it with mom too. Your aunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. We both legitimately liked it, and we're watching the new Lord of the Rings series, and people are hating on that too. I think people are just hating just to hate, because now there's petitions because it was canceled to bring that show back.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. I just it's got to the point. It's kind of like similar to the MCU right now, where it's like a chore to keep up with every little movie that comes out, and I kind of almost feel the same way a little bit about the Star Wars TV series. Good.
If I can do 7 seasons of a podcast and 300 bad movie reviews and keep up with, and a job and going to college, I mean, come on.
Anybody can do it. If there's anyone that can do it, it's you, James.
I mean, like, Come on, I watch everything.
Yeah. No, I'll probably give Acolyte a shot, but I'm
The lightsaber
backlogged
battles,
on.
like your brother said, are one of the coolest I've seen in years. Like the main bad guy, I think I mentioned before, he can turn a lightsaber off with his hands. They can't like touch him. He can like they will swing at him. They'll be like that, and the lightsaber will turn off.
I could turn my hand off with a lightsaber if I tried,
No,
because
not
I
the
think it
down,
might fall off.
not the downstairs parts. This is not kid friendly channel. We can talk like that. So,
Yeah, but I'm quite a bit behind on some of the Star Wars TV series. I haven't seen Ahsoka.
Ahsoka was
I
my
haven't
favorite
seen
out of all of them because I watched Clone Wars growing up as a kid.
better that you like it better than like Mandalorian and
Oh hell
Boba
yeah,
Fett.
Ahsoka is way better than. Oh, I watched Clone Wars when I was like 10 years old. He came on. I remember getting my haircut from my mom, which you know she does. I remember in the living room and then the finale, which was a few years ago. Ahsoka is my favorite.
Okay, because I haven't watched that. I haven't watched Andor, and I haven't watched.
I haven't out of all of them, the only one I have not watched is Andor, and I keep getting recommended to watch Andor. And since
I have one coworker that keeps telling me to watch it.
yeah, and since I got my bad movies done for the next 3 months, and I normally watch my shows and before I have to watch the bad movies again, I'm thinking of picking up Andor.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
I'll let you
I'm
know
a
how it
couple.
goes.
It's probably going to be a watch if I had to get because they're all good in their own way. Yeah, there's so many of them.
Well, that's the thing. There's so many of them, which is why people are kind of getting tired of them.
Yeah.
And again, with James Earl's passing by the time of this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that.
here's to James Earl, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
He truly is our king in the sky.
That's more what else. That's more what else on my gaming PC is right here.
But so we can move on from that to a show you actually recommended me. You gotta scroll through again. My phone keeps shutting off.
I'm guessing it's
The Righteous Gemstones.
yeah. I'm really excited.
The last like 2 times we visited Josh, he recommended me this, and I finally watched it all the beginning of this year.
Yeah. So you're done. So you're through it now.
Oh yeah, I heard they're getting a 4th season 2, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I'm really
currently watching that other show that Josh recommended, Eastbound and Down. I don't know if you're watching that. I just got done with season 3.
No, I think I watched the first season or so, and it was hilarious because Danny McBride is such a funny character,
And he's also the writer and director of each of the shows he's on.
Yeah,
he's
a really
I love
funny
Vice
guy.
Principals. If you haven't seen Vice Principals, watch that. That's a Danny McBride written show with Walter Goggins as well.
Yeah, I think I've watched the first. I've watched the pilot. I haven't dove into it.
Oh, that goes crazy. And again, because I've been a custodian for 8 years, it reminds me of all the shit that I would have to clean up if I were at that school.
Have you ever watched AP Bio before?
I don't think so. I'm gonna have to write this down.
Yeah, you should write. That one has Dennis. What's his name? I'm drawing a blank right now, but from Always Sunny, it's like he plays a
The
history
homeless
teacher.
person, right?
No, Dennis.
Oh, Dennis. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I think we mentioned this before that ABC just dropped a new show with what you call it, the daughter, the sister from Dennis.
Why do I only know them? It's because I live in Philadelphia. I can only know them as the
Did you
Philadelphia
think a few they're just turning into this? Our family has a bet that Alan will sneak on set. Keep it a secret. Have you snuck on set yet?
No, but you know what? I'll put the ball in your court, and you have to let me know when they're filming the the downtown
They take
Philly.
so many long breaks because all of them are big time actors now.
Well, it's hard to jump in for the next season when they filmed it in Ireland. That's not in my backyard anymore.
Well, since they did that, they're going to be in Philadelphia the next season. They spent
Yeah.
all their budget going to Ireland.
But the series that you're referring to, the new one, the ABC one, is called High Potential, and it's Kate Olsen, the actress that plays Deandra, in it. And it's really good. She still looks like a bird in this one. So.
And it's funny, she plays a custodian too, and I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't trust myself in a bus station. Let's just say that.
I've been liking it though. Actually, you reminded me that I might try to see if there's a new episode out tonight. Might watch it before bed.
So wait, I'm on notes again. So we got that there. Let's go. If you can't tell, I don't care about time no more. I used to care about time, but as I'm hitting episode 70, I don't really care. And by the way, this season we will hit episode 70.
Woo!
Yes. So we
Retirement age.
Righteous Gemstones. I was gonna say we left off on that. I wanted to say Walter Goggins. He has the singing voice in that show.
Yeah, the soundtrack that they make for that show is
It's all
actually
Walter Goggins too, which is crazy.
it's super catchy. All the songs that they have or produce like just for that show, and it's even funnier to see them occasionally pop up on my Spotify music app because the cover art that they have for it. If you haven't, if you haven't looked it up, it's really funny.
But my favorite, I was gonna say my favorite episodes were the flashback ones. If I think I said that before, mine were when they were kids, learning about their parents being like in the bad business.
Yeah. The whole premise of the show is really good, and yeah, Walter Goggins.
Oh, and Adam Devine, the guy that does the ones that always ruins everything on YouTube. He's the youngest son, and he plays. I'm not gay, Dad.
These are my my Jesus worshiping youth group boys.
These are all men, son.
They're men, not boys. Men. Men of God.
These are my men of God.
I love the camp that he's running for.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the 12 muscular men that he's trying to build up for God. That's definitely a show that I could stand to rewatch. Each episode of that show was a trip in and of itself. And then after that, I have Fallout, which again, another Walter Goggins.
Yeah, I am really excited.
Did you ever play the games before we go into the story? Did you ever play the games?
Yeah,
I've never played the games.
I think that you would like them. I played Fallout specifically.
Because I stream, I've been told I would like the first one, Fallout, the very first one.
There's two video games with like the best radio stations ever, and I think I'll put Grand Theft Auto at the very top of that, and then the Fallout series, because all of the radio, there's very few like made up like songs in the soundtrack for the Fallout games.
Wasn't it like
they're
50,
all like
made up 50 songs or something like that?
Yeah, 50 songs about fallout shelters and nuclear war
Johnny
because
Cash is
they were
also on there on that list. I know that.
Yeah, they're all really. It's kind of crazy to hear some of the songs on the Fallout radio, and that it wasn't specifically made for the video game.
But yeah, no, I've been told I would like the very first one as a starting. I don't know what to call it, like a starting point, because I like to do all of them. So.
Yeah, there was the Fallout games are super old though. There used to be like
2-bit or something
only
like
like 2D, kind of like old Zelda games, where it's like down. And then the first 3D one
that? It
I
was
think
like
was
from the
like
90s, wasn't it, when it first came out?
was from what?
Fallout, when it wasn't from the 90s.
It was a long time. It was a very early computer game, like 90s, like not 3D, like not even like Doom, where it was like weird 2D, 3D. But Fallout 3 is the first like a console version that a first person shooter. The other one first person shooters.
Halo. It was before COD.
Oh yeah, way before then, I believe.
But all right, we can move on from that. Like we were just talking about before this recording, Ozark. I just did when we first recorded. I was on like season 2. Now I just finished season 3. I'm on the last season. So where they killed the spoiler alert. If you're on Ozark, we know some people are just picking up that now because of the Breaking Bad high. Yeah, they killed my favorite character, which is Helen, the lawyer.
Whoa. Yeah. If people haven't seen it, it's on them at this point. But are
And
you
I
gonna
still
watch the final? When are you gonna watch the final episode tonight?
no, I just started the first episode.
The first or the final episode?
The first episode of the final season.
Oh, I thought you said you were on the final episode of the final season.
No. I started the first episode of the final season.
Yeah. I like how they don't really hold back. I mean, after watching, as I told you before, during lockdown,
Because you said you
my
knew it because your
parents
parents were watching it, yeah?
they were in the middle of are there 4 seasons of that show?
Yes, fourth. I'm on the fourth. Yeah,
They were,
final
they were in the
one. Yeah.
middle of season 3, and I just sat down to watch a random episode with them, and I was hooked at like season 3, episode 2. And then I watched all of season 3, and I loved it so much. I went back and watched season 1, and then I watched season 2, and then I watched all of season 3 again. And then it was perfect timing because season 4 was just releasing like a week later. So the first episode of that series was easy. The pilot was so good, and the ending of the pilot was phenomenal. And Jason,
Don't. I kind of want to guess it as I go along because every time I'm guessing something happens. Because my
I'm
movie
not
brain.
spoiling.
Yeah, I was gonna say, my movie brain when I'm watching it, like 5 minutes later the scene happens. So yeah, I'm like one of those people where like, it's my autistic brain. I can kind of guess where it's going in the story. I was telling Mom, she also agrees with me. We both think Marty has some kind of undiagnosed autism. The way he does my no, we both think that he has some kind of and the way he deals with death with his mother, not like crying or anything, and grandmother, yeah.
The writing in that show is really good. The Bluth family is really good at hiding what they do.
Well, they kind of don't since they moved to Ozark. So that's Ozark. Then the ending, we will talk about recommendations. And then again, Godzilla. You said you haven't seen that one yet, which is on Netflix. They have both the black and white version on Netflix as of the time of this recording, and they have the original one. And by the way, I recommend going in doing the Japanese version because I have not. I refuse. This is one of the movies where I refuse to watch the English version. And even though I'm a fan of the English dub, I don't want it to ruin. Yeah.
There's one movie I did get around to watching since the last time we chatted, and that was, I don't know if you've ever seen this movie before, but it's called Labyrinth. It's David Bowie's movie.
Oh, I've heard a bunch of like YouTubers talk like that's like their favorite movie, but at the same time they're afraid of it.
It was kind of scary. Yeah, it was a little because it's all
Because
practical.
they watch it as they were kids, So not like we're like in our 20s. So
And I think it might still freak them out the same amount because it is still kind of freaky.
I might mention that on my
But
bed.
you should definitely watch it. It was an easy. Well, it wasn't easy. It was a short watch.
I was
It was.
I was thinking of putting it on my bad movies. I heard it's also not a good one.
I actually kind of liked it, but it was definitely free. It might fit in there. You will get backlash maybe if if you put it on the bad movie.
I don't. I I'm doing as of the recording, these videos will come out. So I just rewatched the Halloween Town movies, if you remember those.
Which ones?
The Halloween Town from Disney.
I've never seen those, and I think that my girlfriend is ready to make me watch them this Halloween season.
Tell her that. We can go on after this call. I just for my Halloween bad movies, I did all the Halloween Town ones.
How many are there?
4.
4?
And they replaced the main actress after the 4th one, which got people pissed off. So that's why the only reason why I did it was because they replaced the main actress after the 4th one, even though she would have been the same age she would have been when she went off to college. It was her going through high school. They just replaced the main actress for no reason because it's Disney.
Yeah.
So my last one I have on here before we talk about just random stuff like we did last time. But I think that makes it fun though, just talking about random stuff.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Deadpool 3. It's on demand now. I just rewatched it 3 times in the last 2 days. I still love it.
Is it on Disney Plus?
It's on Disney Plus for free, but I bought it on demand in case they added scenes like they did with Infinity War and Endgame. Because if you get them digitally on Prime for Infinity War and Endgame, they have added scenes in the. I keep telling people this, but they don't. They have added scenes for Infinity War and Endgame for Amazon Prime stuff. Yeah. But
They added.
But for Deadpool they don't.
So are you saying that the streaming has added scenes, or the on-demand purchase has added scenes?
On-demand purchase.
Okay.
Because I watched the Disney Plus version too, and they don't have the same scenes as the if you were to buy it up. They added the deleted scenes into the movie.
Okay. So they're not taking anything out. They're making it longer.
And I think it makes it way better. I love it.
Okay. I didn't know that. Do you know if you buy the physical DVD if it's added in?
No, because I just buy digital now. I don't buy physical.
Yeah. The only thing is, like, I have noticed.
That's too much. Like, if I buy, like, let's say a TV show, that's, like, too much space of a. I don't have space in this. You know where I live. I don't have space.
The only thing is that, like, on at least one
You cut out there. Hello?
specific ones that we bought on demand, like, if Amazon does not own the rights to it anymore, if they sell, so say if they move, like, Friends from Prime TV
I've been
to.
hearing that for years, and I've had both the Endgame and Infinity Wars since they came out, and they have not taken away from me, so I don't care what they say.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I kind of am a little hesitant
since they got a platform now, I've never said it. I'm gonna say it again. They do add like those deleted scenes from the trailers. They add where like doors on the where the what you call it Guardians first come in and Rocket's telling them to wipe them off the thing. That scene's added. They have a couple of scenes added with Gamora. You should buy it and watch it. Like, it's definitely worth at least that yeah. Because I own it, so and I watch it at least once every couple of years, and I always notice something when I watch it.
Going to see Deadpool 3 in the theaters. I saw it like the Thursday it came out because I was so excited for it.
I saw it the Sunday, and can I say something first?
Yeah.
When I saw Blade, well, fuck, I forgot to say spoiler alert. Spoiler alerts here on out. You should already seen it since it's on demand now. When I saw Blade, I shouted in the theater, "Holy shit, that's fucking Blade!" Because he hasn't been in a movie in 20 years for the tax evasion thing. Remember?
I didn't know it was tax evasion.
Yeah, no, that's the reason why Wesley Snipes has not been in. He did the same thing Donald Trump did, tax evasion.
I didn't know that.
That's why I find it funny. That's why I find it hilarious that people love him. Imagine Donald Trump in 20 years.
No, all the cameos in that movie were great, and they did such a good job of hiding Blade right
What do
till
you
the
think
end,
of
and
them?
not.
What do you think of them being officially part of the Marvel Universe now? Because they did the transfer.
Oh, it didn't even cross my mind that that's exactly what happened, but there are so many callbacks to X-Men movies that I started rewatching every X-Men movie.
Did you cry at the end credits? I kind of got teary-eyed when
Yeah,
Hugh
that
Jackman. I love this quote. I'm gonna say this quote till I die. Where Hugh Jackman said, "It's the suit, not the person in the suit. That's the villain."
Yeah, that end credits thing was really. End credits made me want to go and like rewatch all the other X-Men movies. I think I'm down to only two left to fully be
Did
through.
Aaron ever watch all of them?
I don't think so.
Until she gets to end game. I am Iron Man. What do you think of now that we're at the part we just shit around for like 10, 15 minutes? I can't do that. We're cousins. What do you think of Robert Downey Jr. being hired as Doctor Doom?
Well, I don't really know. I don't know yet. Money. I think he loves money.
He will be now, instead of $70 million, which was his original price, he's now being paid $100 million per screen time.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it yet because I know he's gonna do a great job, a good job, but like the fact that he's not is he not gonna be Iron Man anymore? He's done with Iron Man. That's the whole reason he came back, is because it's not Iron Man. It's just a little, it may have been time to give somebody else a shot.
I'm
You know what I
trying
mean?
to look up the three, because I always give me a second here, so I can pull up my online thing here. So Robert Downey Jr. I have always mentioned three great films of his that he's done. It's Robert Downey Jr. movies. It is The Judge. I always mention he played Chaplin. He played Charlie Chaplin. Let's go. I think those are my two favorite. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is my third favorite. Have you ever seen any of those?
No, I haven't. You should send me those though.
Let me.
So
Yeah, when I'm done with that. But it's the Judge, Charlie Chaplin. He played looking exact replica Chaplin of like his 1920s film during World War II and all that shit. And then Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, he plays a struggling actor, which he did during that time. And Judge, he plays a character taking care of his sick dad.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to do a phenomenal job playing Doctor Doom. It's just, Marvel took a chance on him to be Iron Man, and neither of them knew how big the role would go ever, because that was like.
Oh, by the way, did you know what variant he's going to play besides you?
What's that?
I know what variant.
Who's that?
I know what he's gonna play a variant of Iron Man. This is in the comics as well from the '60s. He's gonna play a variant of Iron Man that turns evil. Then he turns into Doctor Doom and he uses his he does his Ultron, the Ultimate Ultron plan that he originally wanted.
Okay, so he still kinda is Iron.
That's why people really want him to see go against Spider-Man for the, which by the way they're filming Spider-Man 4, which is going to be another multiversal movie with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. They're filming that back to back with the next Avengers movie next year.
Okay.
By the way,
Cool.
it's only a year away. It's not 2025. It's 2026. People think it's so long away, but the next Avengers movie is only a year away.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't think I was around this song. Did you?
What are you talking about? That's crazy though. I mean, I thought almost for sure that the next Thanos, because that's what they're looking to do with Doctor Doom, right? Is he's going to be the biggest multi-movie antagonist, right?
Yes.
The biggest bad guy
That's
over and over. I thought it was going to be Galactus.
Oh, Galactus is going to be there. He's going to be in the next Fantastic Four movie with Pedro Pascal, who plays in the what do you call it, the Star Wars one.
Really? So are they going to have two main villains existing in the MCU?
The Fantastic Four are going to take care of. I think they say Reed Richards is just as smart as Iron Man. I think Reed Richards is going to take care of Galactus.
So they're going to loop it all together then, right? Fantastic Four.
Oh, by the time the Avengers comes, all the plot lines we've been seeing, like Deadpool, all that, they're all going to come together. Deadpool is even going to be in the last two movies. Ryan Reynolds is listed in the last two movies, which I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see him as a background character just talking to himself, being like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm talking to the audience.
That's so many franchises to loop in. Like they've kept such a hard line between X-Men and MCU, first 3 or 4 phases that I thought if they were ever going to do it, I kind of got the feeling that if they were going to loop X-Men and MCU together, well, even though they're together, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I thought they were going to do it like the Dark Phoenix time in the more recent X-Men movie. It wasn't the best, but it was definitely not.
What do you think of them making Anchor being from us thinking of our timeline? Harambe was our Anchor being.
I agree with that. He was our Anchor being.
But yeah, I think we went over everything, and we were at same time we were in, and I've been keeping an eye on the thing. We got the recording. So is there any final words you want to say before I stop the recording?
I mean, congratulations to 100K followers. Congratulations to 100.
120.
I was getting there. Because I know we had to get a couple audio bits left over, but I got send me the stuff that's on that I need to put on the list, and I gotta watch them. So that's just that, because you got to take down probably AP Bio. You're gonna think that's hilarious, and I will definitely take a note or two out of your book, James, for what to watch next.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, congratulations.
I just want to shout out an amazing channel, James the Sheriff Dixon. Oh, he's such a great guy, and he is super cool for coming to the show. I'm glad I got to meet him in person, and you should subscribe.